Guys, this was a case of love at first sight, to be sincere. Like, starting from the way RovingHeights packaged it, the loving way they packaged it, to the book cover. Like, my God, if you see the book cover, I even want to write a letter to Nigerian publishers. They should be publishing their book this way. And today, like, apart from the love at first sight, when I got into it, I was not disappointed. Hello you guys, hello again and again and again. Welcome back to our channel. If you're new to the channel, you are welcome. There's a lot of book talks here, review summaries, and a lot more about studies that are coming up. So if you are into that, subscribe to the channel so you miss nothing coming from me. Guys, this is a review on this book written by CHIMEKA GARRICKS titled A Broken People's Playlist. Before we go into that, make sure you are subscribed and you've liked the video, then you can share it so that others will get to see it. And I want to thank RovingHeights stores. They gifted me this book and it came in a loving way. They packaged it in a loving way, which made me very happy. You guys, you should shop with RovingHeights stores. They are your book blog. Like, buy your books there. I'm going to leave a link to their store in the description box. Go check them out and buy their books. Like, I was impressed when the book got to me, to be honest. Thank you, RovingHeights. Right, A Broken People's Playlist was published this year, 2020, and it was written by CHIMEKA GARRICKS. He's also the author of Tomorrow Died Yesterday. That was his debut novel, and this one came like out of, I won't say frustration, like he was writing another book and he couldn't find the inspiration. He's short of words and everything, and he resorted to music, which produced this book. So each story, like there are about 12 stories here, all inspired by music, different music. Like, this is a wow. In general, the stories had a theme of love, forgiveness, family, loss, heartbreak. Like, some of the stories here will move your emotion and some will get you thinking. That's how good the book is. The stories are predominantly set in the 2000s, and events that happened in the 90s are majorly flashbacks. The stories were written in such a way that it's a narration of a series of events that led to a big event in a character's life. Although another story inspired by another music may be a continuation of a character's life in the previous story, but the character may not be the protagonist of the next story. He might be the protagonist of the first, but if he's going to be featured in another one, he will not be the protagonist again. Like, there's this character, so a medical doctor. He was featured like in 2 or 3 of the stories. He remained a medical doctor in the story. It's a continuation of his life, just that in those other stories he's not the main character. Then there's another character too, Dami. He was featured in 2. He had the same family, everything in that second story, but he was not the main character again. While some of the stories, the protagonist is narrating his audio or he is narrating his story himself. The other ones, some of them, the stories are told from a third eye, like when you are seeing your actions, your life from another person's eye and telling it, that kind of thing. There was also the use of Igbo language in some of the stories, like the story inspired by I Put a Spell on You by Nina Simone. The Igbo conversations are so hilarious. Oh my God, you enjoy that story very well if you understand Igbo, because it's very funny. There are also expressions in Nigeria that that are in the book, like when we say sha, we know what sha is, and it's also written in the book, and it kind of made the book very interesting. Like, they are the Igbo language and the expressions are one of the reasons why I liked the book a lot. As I told you guys earlier, some of the stories are going to move your emotions, some are going to get you thinking. Like the story inspired by Hot by Johnny Cash and Lost Stars, they got me so emotional. But I'll tell you guys the truth, I didn't cry because I held myself from crying, not because I was strong, but they were really moving. And I learned forgiveness from the story inspired by Hot by Johnny Cash. Like, my brother, my sister, you have to forgive, especially if the person is family, because there's how things will turn out. You regret ever not forgiving them. Seriously, we all live once, we all die someday. So if you don't forgive, you carry something in your heart. Now you sappy. But that story really taught me forgiveness, and I'm so happy I read it. I have been forgiven, no. I didn't say I was not forgiven. I have been forgiven, but it touched me more. Another story inspired by In the City by Brimo got me so angry and worked up. Like, I was so furious at what one can go through because someone was born in a bad neighborhood. It's not your fault that you were born there, but somebody's fate just because they found that themselves in a bad neighborhood, which is not their fault. And at what cops can really go through, the kind of evil they can do, the kind of bad things they can do just to impress their superiors or what. The thing got me angry. Like, it's something that happens. It happens, and then it's so annoying, and it got me so angry, to be sincere, and I was so furious. But apart from that, the book was full of comics and lovers' turns. I enjoyed reading. It was an enjoyable one for me, and I'm glad I read it. And guys, I legit downloaded the songs that inspired the story, and I listened to them before or after reading the story, because I can't come and not know what I'm reading or what inspired what I'm reading. So I downloaded the songs, I listened to them, about 254 pages or so, and I loved it. Who else loves brown pages of books? I like it so much. Like, even books I don't like, as far as they have brown pages, I can read them. Its cover attracts me to book first. Then if the pages are brown, I'm reading it. I really love brown pages of books, and this book got me in love. It got me in love. Thank you, CHIMEKA GARRICKS, for this. That was a wonderful one, and you guys should pick it up and read it. A wonderful book that you will enjoy all the time. Thank you for watching to the end. I hope this video is as short as it's supposed to be, so you guys watch the end. But if you made it to the end, thank you very much. Thank you guys for subscribing. If you are yet to subscribe, please do click the subscribe button and stay tuned. Thank you guys. See you guys.